Dana's got our forecast, and it's a strange one because spring officially starts tonight.
Yes.
And yet here we are talking about snow.
I know. I feel like it's very appropriate that once spring got its moment, winter said, hold on,
Yeah.
I need to make my presence known again. It's a bit of a tricky forecast too, and I'll explain why. But today, kind of depending on where your location, got a little bit more sun in southwestern Maine today, a little bit more clouds up in areas like northern and eastern Maine. But as we go into the next few days, especially tomorrow and Thursday, things are going to be a little bit more unsettled. So we're definitely going to see some more clouds and precipitation. So overnight tonight, we start to build in some more cloud cover, especially in western Maine and back into New Hampshire. This is Tuesday at 10 p.m. So our temperatures aren't going to fall too far overnight, but a lot of us are still going to be below freezing. And then we have a smaller kind of clipper system that moves in throughout the day Wednesday. So we're going to see some scattered showers, rain showers closer to the coast, and then snow showers up in northern Maine where our temperatures are going to be a little bit lower. But here's where this forecast gets a little bit tricky. We have a smaller low pressure system that's going to form on the back of this one. And the location where it forms is going to greatly impact where we're going to see the highest areas of snow. So like this model, it forms a bit closer to the coast. That means coastal areas will get some of the higher snow amounts. However, some of the other models have it forming more inland, where the mountains and areas in northern Maine will get more snow. So we are going to see some more of this precipitation, especially snow, overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning. The trickiest part is kind of nailing down exactly where those heaviest bands of snow are going to be. So this model here kind of shows the weakest form of this low pressure system. So we're going to see some more consistent precipitation overnight tonight or overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning. We can kind of see that here continuing through early, just before sunrise on Thursday. And then these snow showers and snow squalls are going to last through early Thursday morning and into the afternoon, especially areas in northern and eastern Maine, while western Maine and back into New Hampshire does start to see some clearing. However, it is going to be very breezy behind this system too, so it's going to be cold and a little bit uncomfortable there. So then once this system moves out, we get a much nicer day on Friday. We're going to have plenty of sunshine. However, it's going to feel a lot more like winter, especially early in the morning, single digits up in northern Maine and the teens closer to the coast, and that wind is still going to stick around. So it's really going to feel like winter there on Friday. So in terms of the snowfall, like I said, kind of pinning down exactly where that heaviest snowfall is very determined on where that area of low pressure sets up. So right now, I think the best chance of snowfall is going to be back into the mountains and a little bit less so the further you get to the coast. But over the next couple of hours and into tomorrow as well, we're going to have a better idea of where exactly that's going to set up. So stay with us, and for the weekend forecast too. So here's our clipper system that goes through tomorrow, and then we're going to have another system that comes in behind it. So we're going to be a little bit chillier as high pressure settles in for Friday. And then as we get into Saturday, that's where we have another tricky system, but in a different way. It's going to have to do with this system to our north and a coastal system to our south and how well they're going to phase or come together. So that's going to be very dependent on how exactly we're going to see precipitation here. If they don't phase as well, we actually get a little bit more snow closer to the coast. However, if it phases a little bit better, then we're going to end up with some more mixed precipitation closer to the coast, but a stronger system overall. Right now, I think the GFS is a little bit closer to what we're going to see, but once again, stay with us over the next couple of days and we'll be able to nail that forecast down. So we've got a gale watch in effect until Friday at 2 a.m. because we're still dealing with some of those gusty winds. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, since it is going to be a little bit unsettled, the best thing I have is that we're definitely going to be expecting that precipitation Wednesday and Saturday. But Brian and Amanda, it's really going to feel like winter, especially with those low temperatures and the breeze too, the feels like temperatures. Gonna make me want to bring out my jacket again.
Yeah, that'll be tough.
What a swing for the start of the season.
I know.
All right, Dana, thank you very much.